Hey friends, I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about something a little different here. I was not going to talk about this today, but I put this short up today talking about this news article I saw today, and I thought it was pretty interesting, and honestly, I was kind of like, this might ruffle some feathers here, and it kind of is. But Biden, you may have seen this, but Biden just came out. There was an interview. Biden met with the GM and Ford execs about electric cars, the EV market, the future of it, and Biden is saying that Ford and GM does more than any other car maker for electric cars. Elon Musk is coming out and saying this is bull.
Let's talk about something else, because Elon Musk had a very interesting response to that meeting with GM and Ford. What did he say?
Well, he doesn't like that he wasn't at that meeting because he sells more electric cars than GM and Ford. So he wrote this on Twitter: President Biden is a damp sock puppet in human form. I suppose that means he has no backbone. GM and Ford are union shops. Tesla is not. The point of that meeting with the president was to sell, Build Back Better. Look at all these tax credits that you get, over $12,000. But in the past, Musk has said he does not advocate for Build Back Better. He says his industry does not need the government support.
Yeah, but wait a second. General Motors and Ford are union shops.
Yes.
They get support from the president. They get these extra tax incentives. But Tesla does not. Because it's not a union. That's outright discrimination against a non-union shop.
And obviously, I think everyone is on the same page with Elon here. We already know that Tesla is the number one electric car maker right now, as this timestamp date. Elon came out and tweeted this: Biden is treating the American public like fools. He's saying this about President Biden. This is a pretty big statement, saying something to our president. Now, of course, Biden would tweet something as well. He would say this: I meant it when I said the future was going to be made right here in America. Companies like GM and Ford are building more electric vehicles here at home than ever before. That could be right. I mean, in the long run, maybe, because these are two companies. But still, when we talk about what's already been done with Tesla and Tesla's new, factories, the gigafactories, everything, I think it's pretty safe to say Tesla is, ahead and going to be. Then Elon would even tweet something else again. Starts with T, ends with an A. ESL in the middle. I think it's pretty obvious what he's saying right there because he just spelled it out. But I think it's kind of like it's a joke at this point to say that any other company making electric cars right now is above Tesla. That's just kind of ridiculous at this point. And plus, all these other electric companies that are really focusing just on the electric market that are coming up. I mean, we've got Fisker, we've got Lucid. I mean, I could go on and on here. There's a lot. Now, what Biden did, like I said, that really ticked off Elon here was that he had a big meeting today with these, big automakers talking about the future of renewable energy, trying to get every vehicle electric by 2030. That kind of sounds ridiculous, but that's Biden. He's been preaching that before he even got into office. That is his goal. And Tesla keeps reporting bigger and bigger numbers. It's not like Tesla has been coming out with bad quarterlies here. Tesla keeps beating their quarterlies. So kind of for Biden to go up against Tesla, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, are you even in the loop right now? So why am I saying all this? I've talked about Ford quite a bit on this channel. And I've talked about, Ford is hitting this record high momentum right now. And we're even with the market being crap, as of, really the past 2 months, obviously like all of 2021, not great. Not a great market. So far into 2022, not great market, except if you count Monday and Tuesday of this week. It was okay because the market didn't go down anymore, but really when we look into it, not a lot happened. But really, we're just gaining what we already lost and we're losing what we just gained. So, at the end of the day, there's still no ice cream in the ice cream cup here. But talking about that Ford stock, and I'm really not even trying to talk about Ford here in this video. I've talked about Ford, and Ford obviously, when we talk about Ford as a company, here I go, I'm talking about Ford. Yes, they are doing a lot. They have this new electric truck that they are, from what they say, they have orders backed up. They are just up against the wall right now trying to get this truck up. There's a lot of people that want it. There's a lot of pre-made paid orders. There's a lot going on with it. So with Ford and GM, obviously I support these companies. These are companies that are still in America. Ford has a lot of plants. They have a really big one in Michigan, Kansas City, Missouri. There's a lot of them. So I'm not against Ford in this, but what I'm saying is, to me, that the fact that Biden is having this meeting with the Ford and GM officials here, and that he's pushing this so hard, it's almost like insider trading at a very public level. And I know people are going to be like, well, he kind of has to be public about that if he's buying into it. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes here, obviously. But look at Ford right now. I'm not gonna lie. Ford's got a lot going on right now. They're killing it. They're doing a lot. Through all of this turmoil we are seeing in the market, Ford is staying at a decent level. It's holding itself up. Now, looking at GM here, we're seeing the exact same thing. GM has always been a nice stock. It's always been a good, healthy stock. It's always pretty much held itself. But still, we're seeing this same kind of pattern here where it's staying up. So, what I'm saying I feel like Biden cannot get his grip on Elon, and obviously no one's going to control Elon Musk and Tesla and what Elon's doing. I really think Elon Musk has more control over America than Biden has. I feel like if Elon Musk tweeted something to America, I think the general population would pay attention instead of maybe even Biden saying something right now. I mean, that is the power of Elon Musk right now. It's pretty crazy that he has so much control over, Dogecoin, crypto, Tesla, every other company that he's a part of right now. Elon says he's going to start making planes with Tesla tomorrow. My God, imagine what Tesla stock would do overnight. It could double. Who knows? I mean, that would be humongous. So what am I saying with all this right now? I'm saying it might be okay to be a little dirty with this because obviously, the Biden administration is not going anymore and they're going to keep pushing Ford. They're going to keep pushing GM, which if you're an investor in Ford and GM, I mean, it's good for you. It's good. That's why I'm not really complaining. Maybe I'm on Elon's side here. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I'm biased. I like what Elon does and I'm with Elon here. And I haven't been the biggest fan of Biden, and I've made that known on this channel, and that's fine. Everyone has an opinion here. We're just talking. So saying that, putting money into GM and putting money into Ford, obviously you're going to be safe. And I said this in my last Ford video, when going over the stats, going over everything, going over, that Biden was even talking about Ford and GM, obviously, months ago. These are two stocks that I really think you're going to be safe with because of this situation. I mean, it's like a foolproof plan. I don't really think these stocks are going to have problems. Obviously, the companies have a lot of things planned out. And if Biden can push these two companies to 2030, if he wins the next election too, he's obviously going to be pushing Ford. He's going to be pushing GM. And, Ford could really turn into something big here. When Ford was sitting at around $13, $12 here, around 3 to 4 months ago, I came out with a video and I said, listen, I really think Ford is going to be $20 here very soon. And a few people were like, yeah, I totally agree. And then a few people were, completely against that and said, there's no way it's going to happen. Well, it happened. And I'm going to say this right now. I really think that Ford is probably going to be a $30 to $35, maybe $40 stock here by the end of the year, especially when they get this new truck out. GM, yeah, it could possibly go up a little more, but GM's really going to push a little bit more. I really think Ford has got more spotlight on it right now with, the vehicles that it is releasing right now. I mean, the company has been completely redone to a really good. I mean, it's just they've come out with so many good vehicles. The population is buying and they are liking and they are accepting well. So friends, this is kind of just my thought. If you watch this point, I appreciate it. I'm kind of just rambling. I just wanted to get this out there. People were asking me today, about that short I put out and what I was really trying to say. And I guess this is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say I'm not even so much saying what Biden did was bad or good. I just kind of get what Elon Musk was saying, that he owns one of the top EV car companies in the world, and you know, why was he left out? And that you're probably pretty safe right now putting your money in the Ford and GM, and you're definitely always safe putting your money into Tesla. So friends, I'm gonna wrap this up, and if you watched, I appreciate it, but remember, be positive, be you, and take time to invest in your future. Friends, I will talk to you very soon. Bye everyone.